Hey, I'm here by a beautiful river in Oregon. Oh, just taking in this beautiful, beautiful day and scenery. And you actually have to check this out as well. It's just stunning everywhere, everywhere. Ba, ba, ba. There's a little creek, a little bubbling brook right there. Anyways, just sitting here and kind of thinking about mindfulness and what the best way is to kind of present it to people who maybe aren't so familiar with it or have heard the word, and maybe there's some stigma attached to it or some woo-woo concept to them, and it just kind of maybe brushed over it or just dismissed it, or are curious about it and just don't even know where to start. And I guess the most important takeaway is mindfulness is just about bringing yourself to the present moment. Our minds, when we pay attention to them, are often occupied with thinking about the past or the future, or judging ourselves, judging someone else, judging the place we're in, judging how someone is driving, how we're feeling. And mindfulness is really about just bringing yourself to the present moment and experiencing it fully and without judgment. That's it. And just training yourself to do that. So you don't have to necessarily be sitting in meditation to practice it. I mean, it is as simple as just, paying attention to the way something sounds. Like, this little brook, I don't know if you can hear it, but this just bubbling brook, just the sound it's making. Paying attention to this yellow, this beautiful yellow that's in nature, or the reflection of the rocks in the water, or the spider web that I doubt you can see that was built by this little being in the leaves there, or the way the sun is hitting that grass. And of course, we don't always have the luxury of being in beautiful places like this every day, all day, or maybe we do, I don't know. I'm trying to create more of that in my life, but we can bring those same principles to our everyday life when we're at work, when we're walking, when we're driving, when we're just interacting and communicating. Just that practice of really observing and absorbing our now, and the tiniest details of it, and the minutia and the big picture. Kind of zooming that lens into the tiniest little microscopic thing that we can notice all the way out, to just looking at, this beautiful big picture view. And what this does is it brings us a sense of peace at times. And at times it can actually, if we're going through a less desirable experience and we bring mindfulness to it, it allows it to be transformed into from this crappy thing that's happening to how can I look at this as a lesson? What can I learn from this? And the more we kind of shift our perspective and bring ourselves to the present moment, the more we get out of each day we're here. Each day we're on this planet. I mean, my goodness, it can all change so quickly, and it really allows us to savor every moment instead of just living life in this autopilot and going, crap, where did the year go? Where did my life go? And working at the bedside and working with a lot of sick elderly people, there's just so much regret. There's so much sadness and shame and guilt for missing out. And yeah, it's hard to watch. And I guess what I've learned from that experience is, Sabrina, just every day, just even if you're doing something you don't want to be doing, do it fully. Do it to the best of your ability. Be present during it. Don't wish you're somewhere else. And just by setting that intention, it really makes whatever that less desirable task is, it really does improve it. And on my drive here, I was listening to a podcast on this woman who wrote a book called Frugal Hedonism. I won't go into what the book's about, but you can kind of get the picture from the title. But she was saying how if you are somewhere or doing something that you don't really want to be doing, pretend that you paid $10 to actually be doing it and see how that changes the experience. So if you are waiting in line at the DMV, tell yourself that you paid $10 to be having that experience and just see how it changes everything. I just love that. My God, I'd pay a lot more than $10 to be here right now. So yeah, it's again, being in the moment without judging it as good or bad. Just taking it in and seeing what magic is there, what presents itself to you that you may have missed. I mean, there are times where I'll drive to work and it's the same drive, and if I do it mindfully, I'll just see things I've never seen before, and it creates this sense of wonder and that childlike curiosity and excitement again. Like, whoa, check that crazy house out, or that fence, or that tree, and everything is always changing. It's always changing. Nothing is ever the same. Every moment is a new moment, and there's always something to appreciate there, and in us as well. So just noticing how the clothes you're wearing falls on your skin, or the way a breeze feels. I mean, it just, instead of just watching Netflix and just kind of scrolling through your phone, there's just these yummy nuggets all throughout the day that go completely unnoticed unless we actually, focus and pay attention to them. So think more than just sitting in meditation, just finding ways to live mindfully in the now is probably the best thing we could all do. And yeah, so thanks for listening to my little river rant. Oh, that's actually a good, I don't know, river rant. Could be a new podcast series, who knows? Anyways, love you all. I don't know who you all are, but yeah, whoever you are, I love you. And I hope you're having a blissful, peaceful day. Bye.